Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Wait, who are you? Do I know you? How do you get inside? Alright, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I get it, that makes sense. Obviously. Well, what am I doing? Me? I'm just watching Goosebumps. At, at night. Yeah. The window behind me? There? That's nothing. Ignore that. It's night, alright? Just take my word for it. You came into my house, so just believe me, alright? Um, so anyways, why don't we just get out of here and I'll tell you about Goosebumps. Tell you what Goosebumps is. Tell you about some episodes. 2 specific ones. Come on, let's go. Oh, no, you don't have to walk. Don't worry, I got this. Look. Uh, uh,
Hey, buddy. Here, come. Yeah, let me tell you something. Real quick. Why don't let's say hypothetically, what if you were to scroll down to like the subscribe button? You know, you see it right there? It's nice and red. What if you were to like click on it? Just click on it. It turns gray. It's pretty cool. Just hit it. Um, why not? You can click it later if you so choose, and it will turn back red, and it'll be like nothing happened. But why don't you just like click the subscribe button right now? That'd be pretty cool of you. So subscribe. Just click it. It's so easy. So easy. It's no time at all. I'll wait. I'll give you like a few seconds. Alright, you do it? Cool. Right, let's continue. We're in the Goosebumps room, right? We're talking about Goosebumps, right? So, in case you don't know what Goosebumps is, I guess, if you don't know, basically, it was a series of anthology horror books or whatever, written by R.L. Stine, and, he was like, hey, hey, what if we made a TV show based off all these books? And they're like, alrighty-o, that sounds like a good idea, dog. So they did it. And naturally, since there's like tons of episodes, they're all like self-contained for the most part. There's some stinkers. There's some bangers as well, right? But there are some bad ones. That's not that related. It's kind of related. Anyways, Stitches and Die. Yeah, let's go talk about that episode right now. Alright, so let's start with the original, alright? So basically, it starts off with like 3 friends, just kind of hanging out. Like they're like talking about the rumors about the guy, like there's this creepy guy who's kind of like is in the city, or the town they live in, and they're like, I heard he does this, I heard he eats like rats, and this guy's like, no, he eats like cats, and the other guy's like, I thought he ate like bats or something. I don't. How rhyme they think. At the end of the day, though, that's not important though. So they go into his lab or lair or whatever, and they're like, look, a camera. They found enough to like they bumped into a wall, and they're like, let's take it. And they're like, all right. Um, but this camera's special, right? Obviously, it's Goosebumps. Um, the camera basically it takes a picture of the future, but it's a bad future. So like if you took a picture of like me and it'd be like, oh, I'm falling, but then like at some point in the future I would be falling or something, right? I take a picture of something, it's all destroyed. So at some point it gets destroyed. So he's just kind of taking pictures stuff, and then the bad stuff happens. He's like, huh, pretty weird. How does that happen? And he's like, I gotta get rid of this, right? This is some bad, no news. This is some bad news. Some bad vibes. But in the process, of getting rid of it, he decides to take a picture of his friend for some reason. He's like, sure, I'll take a picture of you. And she's like, not in the picture. Like, that's weird. She goes missing. He rips the photo at some point. He goes to take the camera back. The friend that was missing came back, and he realizes to stop the bad future, all you have to do is like rip the photo. He's like, okay, that's cool, but I'm gonna put the camera back anyways because I don't want this. It's bad. Puts it back. The guy's like explains basically the lore for back camera, like what it does, as if we didn't already know. And he's like, I can't let you leave though, because now you know. And they take a picture of him, and he goes sucked into the camera, and that's it. And the police, or actually the bullies come. They use the camera. Oh, there's bullies. Bullies come, use the camera, and free him. Then the episode ends. That's how the episode ends. Let's move on to the sequel now. Say Cheese and Die. Alright, so sequel. Say Cheese and Die again is the sequel, obviously. I don't like it as much. Like, it's goofier, I guess. It's Goosebumps, right? So it's not like, the first one wasn't like scary per se, but it had like stakes that I think were better than this one. It was more goofy. Go. So like, it doesn't matter, right? We'll get to that later. My opinion on both episodes, I guess. It starts in Greg is what I'm gonna call him now. I don't know what I called him last time. I can't remember. I'm gonna call him Greg now. Greg, he's in English, and he's like reporting about the camera. It's like what I did last summer. His teacher's like, dude, you lying? You're lying, dude. You're lying. You're a liar. F. You get a big fat F. Phase F. He's like, no, please don't fail me. It's real, I promise. He's like, nah. Like, you know what? I'll bring the camera. He's like, alright, if you can bring the camera and prove that it works, then I'll give you an A. So he does. I think he takes a picture. He takes a picture of himself, and like a picture of his friend also gets taken. So he's getting like, in the picture he's fat, and he's like, oh no, and he starts getting fat, and he's like, I don't believe it still, right? But he's getting fat, and so he's like getting fat, and it's like really bad, right? Like it's like, I guess, like really bad, cause like his clothes don't fit anymore. It's like, oh no. But he's like just keeps growing and growing. He just doesn't like it. So you might be asking yourself, well, in the first one he just rips the picture and everything stops, right? Why doesn't he do it again? I don't know. There'd be no episode if you did that, I guess. Because if you just ripped it, you'd be like, okay, well, I'm better. That's all the issue. Why did they do a sequel? I don't know, dude. It doesn't make sense. I guess the camera changed its mind on how to fix it. So, anyways, his friend is also like getting all like funky because the camera, and they're like dying. Like, oh no, they changed the rules. They don't say this, but like, oh no, the rules are changed. We can't rip the photo or whatever. So then they're like, what if we just revert, like, do the photo negative of it, reverse it or whatever? And like, huh? So they go to his brother's workplace, which is like at a camera store. He just does the photo negative, and it works. And then he's like, can I have an A? He's just like, no, you lied. You just wore like a suit, a fat suit. He's like, nah, like, yeah, huh? So he just takes a picture of his teacher. He starts going bald, and everyone laughs at him because he's going bald. And that's his hair just starts falling out. That's the episode. The final part of the video now. Let's go. All right. So I'll do this quick. All right. I don't like the second one as much as the first one. I didn't even really like the second one at all. I'll be honest with you. First one's just better. I think it's a better story, since it's like an original story, I guess. It's better because the second one is just unnecessary. Like there's no point for it to be there. Like it doesn't make much sense. Like he gets an error, so he's like, I'm gonna take the camera, even though I know it's bad news. I'm still gonna do it. And I guess like he's a kid, and I guess that kind of makes sense. But I don't know. Also, like the rule change to where like just ripping it doesn't fix it. It's kind of dumb. There's such a simple way in the first one. And it's like, well, if we leave that there, there's no episodes, so we have to get rid of that. That's, I don't know, I think it's kind of dumb. It doesn't add anything either. It's like, if I miss this, I'm not missing out on much, right? Like the first one's like a pretty good self-contained story on its own. It doesn't really need a sequel. And a sequel, like you need the first one, right? Because it's a sequel. It makes like you can still watch it and like understand what's happening. It's not as good, I guess. If you didn't watch the first one, some things don't make sense, like the whole camera thing. Like, what is the camera? I don't know. It's pointless. There's no reason for it to be there. So the first one is better. That's it. Woohoo! I said my piece. Now, why are you gonna stay or maybe you leave towards that way? So, over there. My hand? Oh, oh yeah, that's Goosebumps. That's right. It's like a twist. I was the monster all along. Ooh, now I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Okay, this is when you run. You're not gonna run? You know where the door is. Can you leave and go back to doing what I was doing? I mean, feel free to come back any other time, but not right now. So, you understand, right? Cool. All right. See ya. Later.